everyone. Me and Jack Epstein here, and some other special guests here too. Uh, on the final episode of the college basketball edition for season 3 of the CarolinaCast. Like I said, we have a special edition today. We're going to be doing awards for all the Power Six conferences, and our best player of the year and our best defensive player of the year, and we are also going to be doing brackets for each Power Six conference tournament, and then me and Jack will drop our own college basketball hot take heading into conference tournament weekend and madness. This is going to be a fun one. So yeah, we're escaping away from the top 25 surprise teams of the week, matchup of the week. This is the final run, and everybody, I hope you had a great time watching this series. So, all right, Jack, you want to kick it off with your Power Six conference player of the years?
Yes, I will do that. So SEC
And by the way,
ACC,
SEC and ACC already came out, but
yeah,
we're going to do
SEC Player of the Year was no surprise, Dalton Connect, and same for the ACC. No surprise, it's RJ Davis. Now for the Big 12, I'm going to have to assume it's going to be Jamal Shed because he's been an absolute monster this year. I don't see how anyone else in the Big 12 can compete for Player of the Year. I mean, you can try to argue Hunter Dickinson, but it's not going to go well. Iowa State, they have a lot of good players. They're just more of an better all-around team than one specific guy doing really good. Pac-12, I think it's probably Caleb Love.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then Big East, Tristan Newton, he's been really, really good this year. He's in top 5 for the Cousy Award.
Mm-hmm.
And then Big Ten, it's gonna be Zach Edey, even though I think it should be Terrence Shannon because he's better, but they're gonna give it to Edey.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, hint. This is coming probably for my hot take, foreshadowing a little bit. SEC, no doubt the best player in college basketball, Dalton Connect. That's who they gave it to, and that's who I think believe deserved it. For the ACC, obviously RJ Davis, easily the best player in that conference. No one even remotely as good as him in the ACC, especially in a weak ACC this year too. For the Big Ten, for sure, Zach Edey. He's perhaps the most dominant player in college basketball. For the Pac-12, Caleb Love. He's the heart and soul of that Arizona team, which is the best team in the Pac-12. Sorry, my camera's bugging a little bit. And then for the Big 12, I agree. Jamal Shed should be the player of the year. He's the best player on that Houston team. And if you argue Hunter Dickinson, I don't like that at all one bit. He collapsed when Kansas collapsed. And great players don't collapse when their team collapses too. They ride that ship till death, and they make that team win. And Kansas clearly has not been winning. And then for the Big East, Tristan Newton. So yeah, me and Jack have the same all player of the years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll kick it off with my player of the year and defensive player of the year. For the Naismith, yes, of course, Zach Edey's averaging a double-double in college basketball, but at the same time, the guy's also over 7 feet tall. So give me Dalton Connect as my Naismith player of the year. I mean, who really thought this guy – I know a lot of guys wanted him, but who thought this guy was going to be the second best player in the nation? I sure as hell didn't. But Rick Barnes saw something in him, and I mean, it's worked ever since. The guy, I mean, he came from a small high school. I think he went to Prairie View High School or Prairie Valley High School.
Not totally sure. I know he's started off like a junior college, then transferred to Northern Colorado for 2 years.
Yeah, he transferred to Northern Colorado and then transferred to Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, I thought this Tennessee team was overrated because they just had a good defense and really nothing else. But Dalton Connect gave this Tennessee team the offense, the identity they have. And right now, they are I know I shouldn't be riding Tennessee this much, especially considering the fact that they just lost to Kentucky. But still, I think this is the right time for them, and it got hot, and I think I see them potentially as my champion right now. I really want to pick a mid-major, but I wouldn't know who. But if I had to pick a Power 6 team, it would be Tennessee. But So yeah, give me Connect for Naismith. I just think he's
Yeah.
a better player than Edie, and he's going to be a better prospect, even though he'll stay another year in college basketball. And
No, I
then
think Connect is going this year.
you think so?
He is.
Did he announce
There's,
that?
there's no reason Connect needs to stay.
Wait, Jack, did he?
He did not announce it, but I'm just going to assume there is no reason Dalton Connect should stay. He's going to
Okay.
be probably a top 10 pick.
Yeah, you're right. He shouldn't, but I'm just saying because Filipowski was projected to be top 15 and he stayed at Duke, but
No, because he definitely needed to improve, and
yeah,
rightfully so. But Connect, I
yeah,
get.
Connect doesn't need to improve, but yeah, so Dalton Connect, he's obviously the better prospect than Edie this year in this upcoming draft. And then for my defensive player of the year, it's got to be someone from Houston, right? So give me LJ Cryer. He's that best defensive player on the team. I know Jamal Shed is the best offensive player. He hit that game winner against, I believe it was Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit that game winner over Oklahoma to give Houston that big win, dominated against Kansas. But I think LJ Cryer is that best defensive player of the year. And you know, Houston, that's a street ball team. They've always been. Kelvin Sampson, a fantastic head coach, and the best team in college basketball right now. And who not better to pick than the best defensive player on the best defense in college basketball? All right, Jack, you're Naismith and defensive player of the year.
For player of the year, I agree. It's Connect. Zach Edey again. I don't care what people say. He should not have won. He should not even won last year. Chris
Agreed, for
Jackson
sure.
Davis and Brandon Miller were a lot better than him. But it's the Purdue bias. They always do this. It pisses me off as an Indiana fan. But he didn't deserve it last year. So what makes him deserve it this year? He doesn't.
I
It's
think
going to be Dalton Connect.
they should have gave it to Oscar last year. Or no, yeah, they should have gave it to Oscar last year.
Last year, no. Oscar Sheba was terrible last year.
Was he? Wait, who was
He
the
was-
other guy? Who was the other candidate then, other than Miller and TJD?
Oh,
I'm mixing up Oscar Sheboy with another guy. I don't know
Oscar
who.
was the previous player of the year before
Yeah,
Edey.
he was the previous player of the year. I don't know who else was a finalist last year. I forget who I said should have won because I didn't agree that Edie should have won last year.
It was Jalen Wilson and Drew Timme as well.
Drew Timme, yeah, I said Drew Timme should have won. He
Timme
gave
was really good, but I didn't.
he was so good. He gave that Gonzaga team their identity last year.
He did. Yeah,
Didn't wait? Drew Timme stayed for this year too, right?
Nope.
No.
He left. I don't know where the hell he's at now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't heard of him in a long time. I think he originally was saying that he would stay, but then he left.
So he's on the Bucks G League team.
Oh, good luck for him.
Yeah, he's done. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like I mean, Jack, we obviously met up at the Big Ten tournament, so, but I don't know how many times you've seen Edie play in person, but I've seen the guy play 3 times in person. I'm about to see him for a 4th time this weekend. He's really nothing special. He's just an average hooper that's magically 7 feet plus tall. The only reason he is good is because he is the tallest and biggest guy in college basketball. That's it.
Exactly, and he gets all the calls he wants. And
Exactly. You take the Wisconsin and Northwestern game for an example.
the Northwestern game was absolutely horrific.
Horrible. But that one call in the Purdue Wisconsin game was terrible too.
It's terrible because he gets anything he wants, but the refs refuse to do anything about it. The whole league doesn't give a shit
because they love him.
Exactly, it's terrible. It's like I think they just love Purdue because Purdue always gets this love for no reason.
I don't know. Purdue's just loved in basketball for no reason. I guess because they respect them the most, but I don't get what Purdue has that IU doesn't.
IU has 5 banners.
Exactly.
They're on the cusp of being a blue blood. What does Purdue have? Nothing. They've never made the Final Four.
And they have Mike McCarthy sitting as their head coach. The Mike McCarthy of college basketball.
Exactly. Matt Painter cannot coach in March.
He can't. Unless if it's the Big Ten tournament, but that's it. He can't coach an actual March play. That matters.
because the refs aren't ever on Purdue's side, and guess what happens when they're not on your side?
You
You
lose
got to
to a
be a
team like
good team,
Fairleigh Dickinson.
or St. Peter's,
Yep.
or North Texas. Those are their last 3 tournament losses. Just
Yeah.
let that sink in.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, the 2019 was their, I would say, their best and closest chance to winning the national championship. They were a bad, a bad Carson Edwards turnover away from taking Virginia maybe to double overtime or maybe somehow winning that game.
Yeah.
That was their best chance because they had Carson Edwards, who was an absolute beast, but they've done nothing since. And
Exactly. Yeah.
I
I mean,
just,
Jaden Ivey was awesome for Purdue. I loved watching him play in
he
Purdue,
was
but
so good, but like, it just, I mean, it just unfortunately got put on a team that just doesn't have a good coach in March, and it
yeah, and just
shows.
an overrated team. Like yeah, it's cute and all that they're better than they were last year, but they're still not going to do anything in the tournament.
No, people are trying to justify just because they lost their 16 seed last year that they're going to win the tournament this year because Virginia did that. I'm like, Virginia was top 10 in defensive and offensive efficiency that year. They
And
were
they
ridiculous.
had one of the better players in the nation in DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, I think he did win. I think he won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
He
Virginia's
was
always had a great defense too.
exactly like that team had DeAndre Hunter, Kyle Guy, Ty Jerome, Kihei Clark, Mamadou Diakite. They were really stacked. They were a really good team, and that team was deservedly so a great defensive team as well. As good as they were on offense, they are just as good, if not better, on defense.
Exactly.
Purdue does not have a good defense. They just
They
don't.
don't.
And if you want to win, you got to be at least like top 20
If
in
they had a
both
good
offensive
defense,
and
they would have
defensive
let.
efficiency.
If they had a good defense, they wouldn't have let IU or not IU Illinois go on that little run they had at the start of the game on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. And I get different defenses change over years, but still, last year, Fairleigh Dickinson was the shortest team in college basketball. You cannot let them win.
Especially when you have the tallest player in college basketball. At least I
Exactly.
think.
That's just embarrassing. You don't let that happen. You just don't. You can't. They're the
Yeah.
shortest team for a reason.
I mean, I used to like Purdue in the Jaden Ivey days, and I've rooted for them in the Big Ten tournament because I don't have a Big Ten team, and I usually just root for a team, any random team. But it was mainly so because I met their president of the university at the time. But I don't know. I just have not liked Purdue ever since the Zach Edey ever. Like I like the university, but I'm just not. I just don't like that basketball team at all because of Zach Edey. I just really dislike Zach Edey and Matt Painter.
No, yeah, they're just yeah, no. We got sidetracked. My defensive player of the year, I guess I'll just go LJ Cryer. Same reasons you said. He's just been an absolute beast this year. Transferring from Baylor. Um, he was, and he was good in Baylor. I just don't think he was ever like as good as he is now. I guess you could say because
Yeah.
they never even. He wasn't always like a top 3 option because they had other guys like they had Jared Butler. They had I don't even know.
I know,
Don't
but
know.
I mean, I
Flo
know Baylor.
Thamba.
Yeah, Baylor's they're a street ball team as well. But once you go to a Calvin Sampson led defense, you're gonna get better automatically too.
Yeah, Calvin Sampson. I mean, he's done a hell of a job to turn this Houston program around.
Yeah, who deservingly is the best team in college basketball right now.
Yeah, I think they're better than UConn, and I honestly think they might win March Madness this year because it just seems like there's always that one team every other year or so that just is immune to upsets.
Yeah,
Like 2022, it was Kansas.
besides last year.
UConn should have been higher than a 4, but it's because they lost to Marquette in the semis.
Yeah,
They kind of got screwed by their seeding, but it didn't matter. They also didn't play anybody above a 4 seed, 5 seed actually.
but that Miami team was really. I think Miami would have been way higher if they didn't lose to Duke in the ACC tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why? What round was that?
That was in the Elite Eight. Or was
No, they
it?
lost in the Final
No,
Four.
that
But
was
I'm
Final
talking.
Four. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking about like the when did they lose to Duke though?
ACC tournament.
Yeah, I know, but when?
Oh, the
Tournament.
championship.
Oh, that was a championship.
Yeah,
Huh.
I think Miami.
Yeah,
I think Miami won on like a 2 series event of plays, and then they made the AC. I don't know because I didn't watch any college basketball on that Friday. I usually don't watch any games because I'm always at the Big Ten tournament those days with my dad.
yeah, that
And my
kind of
phone. What?
yeah. I mean, I think we were both there at that time. It was just
Yeah,
there were way too many games. We were at what was it? Penn State, Northwestern, Indiana, Maryland.
yeah. Penn State, Northwestern, Indiana, Maryland. That Penn State Northwestern game was awesome.
That was great.
Yeah, and my
Seth Lundy
I
was.
remember because I think I saw that Miami won, and then my phone died right after that. Because remember when I was trying to find you, but my phone died.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Either
and then
way,
I mean, that Penn State team last year was so weird.
they were. I feel like
I
that
don't know
Maryland
how.
team was solid too, but
That Maryland team was good. They just ran into the number one overall seed, and
exactly.
the team that I honestly think should have won had Miller been fully healthy because he wasn't. He got hurt or something in the SEC tournament. He like tried to play it off. It it worked well, I guess, at first, but over time, it just didn't go well for him.
Hmm.
And they also had their worst shooting game against San Diego State. So, which sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. All right, should we move on?
Yeah, one thing though, Avi, I don't know. Minnesota could beat them solely off the reason that it's in Minnesota this year, so that fan base could help them. But yeah, let's move on to the brackets now. I'm just gonna screen share my entire.
Wait, what
All
team
right.
is he talking
What do you
about?
want to start out with first? ACC tournament because that's the first game.
Sure, let's do it.
Jack,
Yeah, let's
which
do
bracket
that.
do you want to start with? ACC.
ACC.
All right. Let me go to images. Okay, let me enlarge this. Won't let me. I find it so stupid that that's in DC this year.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just keep it in Brooklyn every year. It's great in Brooklyn.
Yeah, or move it if they really want to move it. Move it to North Carolina. It's not that hard.
I didn't like it in North Carolina because there's no good arenas there. There's no, I mean, there's PNC,
Well,
but that's in Raleigh. They don't
they.
want to do it in Raleigh.
What about Spectrum?
I guess they
Where
could do
the
Charlotte.
play?
They should do Charlotte though.
Yeah, that's because they did the football championship in Charlotte. All right, okay, here we go. Okay, Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech. I'm taking Notre Dame. Who do you have?
I'm gonna take Georgia Tech. Notre Dame's just absolutely terrible. I get you don't like that, but Georgia Tech's a good team. I mean,
Yeah, Georgia Tech's solid, but they're a good upset team. I'm just obviously taking Notre Dame off of bias reasons, but I'm going to defend Micah Shrewsbury because he is a very good coach.
he's a very good coach. I will say that. But Notre Dame team is awful, and when I mean awful, I'm dead serious. They're terrible.
Yeah,
They honestly are the worst team you could ever possibly create.
they're not worse than this team.
No, they're not worse than Louisville.
So we're
I
gonna go.
feel bad though. I think they fired Kenny Payne. I'm not
Oh
totally
shoot,
sure
I
though.
forgot to add Samuel back.
Oh.
Okay, Samuel, who do you have in Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech?
Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. I would have to go Georgia Tech.
Okay.
I like how Miles Kelly's been doing recently, the junior guard, and Daya and Dongo. He had that floater game winner against Wake the other day, and yeah, I have to go Georgia Tech barely.
All right, so we'll go Georgia Tech. NC State, that's a sweep. We all agree
Yeah,
NC State.
no, they're
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
They're
no
not
doubt.
looking at Louisville.
All
Louisville's
right.
terrible.
Boston College, Miami. I'm actually taking Boston College. I mean, I have high praise for Jim Malarenga, but that Miami team's just lost their footing.
Yeah, I'm taking Boston College as well. Miami is just terrible. I don't know
Yeah, I
what
have to
happened,
agree.
but they're not the same as they used to be. So I'm just not.
All right.
Major fall off for them.
Also, did the ACC like expand their tournament or something?
No, it's always been like this. They've always had 3 games on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They've always had all 16 teams.
Yeah.
Is it? That's weird. All right. Let's move on.
All right. Virginia Tech versus Florida State. I'm going Florida State. I saw this Virginia Tech team play against Notre Dame Saturday. They're just not that good. Like, yeah, cool, they beat UVA and all that stuff, but they're really not that good.
I'm taking Virginia Tech because Leonard Hamilton's just not a good coach. The game has passed him. He cannot win these games anymore. And I just don't think he gets it done.
Yeah.
I like Virginia Tech. I get they're not great. I get it. But Florida State's just as bad, honestly.
These are both like very like upperclassmen built teams that you could say could make a run in the tournament. So it's very interesting. I would have to
play the best team in the ACC though.
Yeah. I would have to slightly take Virginia Tech. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So Virginia Tech moves on. Wake Forest versus Georgia Tech. I'm easily taking Wake. I get Georgia Tech beat them, but Wake's just such a good team. I think they make the semis actually.
Yeah, Wake is built a very good team.
I agree. I'm taking Wake Forest to win that game over Georgia Tech. Even if it's Notre Dame, I still pick them.
Syracuse versus NC State. I really love what I saw from NC State against North Carolina, so I'm actually going to be high on them. I'm going to take them to play the Duke.
I love the vibes of a team like Syracuse, though. Judah Mintz, Malik Brown, Quinn Copeland. I think it's an all-around really good team. I would take Syracuse.
But at the same time, like, this team nearly choked like a 20-point lead to Notre Dame.
Yeah, but Syracuse is not good. I'm taking NC State. I like DJ Burns a lot. He's
Burns is
he's really good.
doing very well.
I do think NC State gets the upset there.
Burns leads them on a run.
Clemson, BC, I'm easily taking Clemson.
Yeah, I'm easily taking Clemson. I mean, they're just a lot better. PJ Hall is really
PJ Hall's been a great leader.
PJ Hall's amazing, yeah. North Carolina versus Virginia Tech. I'm easily taking North Carolina once again.
I'm not taking against North Carolina.
No,
they're the best team in the conference for a reason. They went into Duke and won for a reason. Cormac Ryan, legacy game. I don't think Virginia Tech beats them. I don't think it would even be close. North Carolina's just a lot better of a team.
Pitt versus Wake Forest. Give me Wake Forest.
Yeah, I got Wake Forest too. I don't think this Pitt team is that good. I mean, they had that Spanish brother last year. I don't remember their names.
Yeah, but they're not that good. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Hernandez or something.
Yeah, Hernandez. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember either. But
Hunter Salas, Andrew Carr.
I mean,
big leaders for Wake.
Yes, Pitt did go into Cameron and Norwin, which I do not know how the hell they did that, but I'm still taking Wake Forest. I think Wake Forest is a better team than Pittsburgh, and I think they could maybe compete against North Carolina, maybe even beat them.
Yeah, I think so too. And then not Virginia. Duke versus NC State. Give me Duke.
I'm still with Duke.
This Duke team is not that. They're still not terrible. They're still a really good team. And
exactly. They're not bad enough to lose to a 10-seeded NC State team. I just don't think.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be Duke or UNC again. I don't want it to be. I'd rather have it be someone else because I don't want to see Duke UNC again. I also want to see game day get proven wrong by choosing the ACC championship over something like the Big 12 or the SEC.
I would still take Duke, but I think Horn could lead NC State to make it a close game for most of the
Yeah, I think NC State could definitely win that game. It'll be close.
All right. Okay. Clemson versus Virginia. I'm sorry, Avi, but I'm taking Clemson. I think they ride high in this ACC tournament. PJ Hall, like I said, an amazing player, one of the better players in the ACC. And I think Clemson's going to try and fight for a spot to make madness in this tournament.
Yeah, I got Clemson too. They're a damn good team. And again, if Virginia goes down by 10 or more, they are just – I don't know what it is. They just cannot come back. They don't know how to.
They don't know how to.
I would still take Virginia, but I understand why Clemson. I think this is the year where Beekman
We
could
know
lead his team.
UVA beat Clemson. We're still taking Clemson.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Avi, it's March. Anything can happen. Just throw records out the way this month, basically.
March is March.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
March is
North
I
Carolina.
hope he knows that very well.
Yeah. North Carolina versus Wake Forest. Give me UNC in the championship. There's no way they don't make it.
Yeah, I got
Give
North
me
Carolina
UNC.
as well. Wake Forest, I think we'll make it a close game for about, I'd say like 17. I'd say about the entire game they'll keep it close. I think UNC will probably just pull away in the final 2-3 minutes. Because Wake's just going to run out of energy. Wake's going to be fired up. Maybe go on a little hot run early, but they're going to be drained by the end of the game. And UNC is going to take advantage, and they will move on to the championship game.
Yeah. All right. Duke versus. Oh yeah, Samuel. What's your thoughts?
I would definitely take UNC to the championship. They're a very well built team to make a run in the tournament. So many upperclassmen on that team. Davis, Baycott, the obvious ones. Also, like you said, Cormac Ryan, career game. Harris Ingram's played a huge role in some of the games.
Elliott Cadeau, too.
Yeah,
Elliott
Cadeau.
Awesome.
It's just like that freshman that's coming up clutch as well in big moments.
You can make this hot take too, that by the end of the season, Elliott Cadeau is going to be looked at as a better freshman player than Jared McCain.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because Jared McCain has been,
He's been inconsistent as all heck.
Yeah, it's been rocky.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Marcus Burden won rookie or freshman of the year, which I absolutely love. He's so good. All right,
so Duke Clemson. I'm
Duke
torn on this because I want to take Duke, I want to take Clemson, but I just don't think they'll do it. I think they're run hands here. I think they want Duke North Carolina again. They're gonna get Duke UNC again. I don't want it to be. I'd rather have someone else make it just to prove game day wrong. But it's going to be Duke North Carolina, like it always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I understood the same.
Obviously, the refs are going to be on Duke's side. But you know what? What I've seen in the past couple years is a team that really wants it, even if they're tired, their fight doesn't stop. That's when they play the best. Give me Clemson to the chip.
All right.
Okay.
I just also don't think John Shire's it yet. Now, Jack, thinking back what you said 2 weeks ago, I don't think John Shire's a bad coach. Like, this is what my dad was saying to me yesterday. The problem is he hasn't had his own team that he could coach yet. He hasn't had his own team filled of his own recruits that he could coach yet.
If Clemson would want to win those games, they would definitely need to rely on their 3-point shooters as well. Gerard and Sheffline.
Which can kill in March, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that how you say it? Ian Sheffline?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Something like that. Okay.
All right. So, Sam, who do you have?
Between Duke and Clemson?
Yeah.
Duke.
We got Duke NC. All right. I don't like that, but okay. Because I actually had Clemson winning the whole.
You can Clemson win the whole thing.
I just don't think the ACC is good enough to where like UNC or Duke would win. I get UNC's an amazing team, but still, I don't think they're going to win the chip because they just never do. All right. Championship, I'm going UNC again. They're going to three-peat against Duke.
Yeah, I got UNC.
I have to agree.
All right.
If there's any year they're going to win the chip, it's obviously this year. Davis and Baycott both leaving, I believe.
Yeah. All right. All right. So now we'll go. So SEC, sure. SEC tournament 2024.
This is probably the conference I know the most about.
And then for the last couple ones, we'll try and wrap it up quickly.
Right now, there's 4 teams tied for second in SEC.
Yeah.
Tennessee's 1 game above.
All right, first game, Vanderbilt versus Arkansas. Give me Arkansas. I love how they played against Bama on Saturday.
We can't see the bracket.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it?
No.
Oh, shoot. Give me the option to share this tab instead. Here we go. Okay, got it. All right, I love how Arkansas played against Vanderbilt, so give me Arkansas.
I'm right
Yeah.
with you there, Marcus.
I got Arkansas too. Vanderbilt just
I think
sucks.
Arkansas is a very underrated team. I don't think the record tells how big they
Exactly.
Yeah, and they're obviously
Arkansas
well
just-
coached.
Eric Musselman's a really good coach. I just don't think, and I don't think Vanderbilt's good whatsoever.
Missouri, Georgia, please.
Next game.
Yeah, we're going Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, LSU versus Mississippi State. This is actually kind of interesting. I'm new to Mississippi State here.
I am too, because Mississippi State, if they want to win this game, if they want to go to the tournament, they need to win this game. And
Yeah.
I think that they get it done. I think they will
Yeah.
beat LSU. Mississippi State will. Then I think that should maybe get them in the tournament. I'm assuming it will, because that. And they probably need like one conference tournament win to get in.
Yeah.
And Josh Hubbard's just an absolute beast, as is Tolu Smith. Chris Jan's a really good coach. Plus LSU basketball, I just don't trust.
And
Yeah.
Mississippi State, a lot of
LSU is just so inconsistent too.
Mississippi State's top guys are seniors.
Yeah, they have experience.
Yeah.
Lots of experience.
All right, Arkansas versus South Carolina. Okay, you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I think this is where at least there's discussion. Though for sure, actually no. Well, wait, South Carolina's ranked out right now, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna hesitate, let me go. I am picking Arkansas to upset South Carolina. I'm doing it.
Okay.
This
It's
is where
March.
South Carolina falters in the seeding for March.
Yeah, this
Exactly.
could really hurt South Carolina. And
They could
I
drop.
gotta be honest,
They could maybe drop to like a 7 seed if they lose this game.
I could see it happening.
I
From
just
Lamar Cleave battle,
I get
Brazil,
Harrison's
Mitchell.
good. I get that's a
It's
good team. It's a really good team. Michi Johnson's really good. They're a good team. I like what Arkansas is doing right now. They're hot. They're playing really good. I don't know what's going on with South Carolina. I mean, I think Arkansas beats them. I see it.
Yeah, you got
I-
BJ Max.
I-
BJ Max a stud too.
I kind of see
Mm-hmm.
a team in South Carolina where they're gonna falter in the conference tournament, but they're still gonna make a run of March Madness.
That's fair. That's what
Yeah.
MSU did last year. So
I
yeah,
kinda
South
see
Carolina's got the MSU sob story. All right, Ole Miss, Texas A&M.
I got A&M. Ole Miss is not good.
Yeah, Ole Miss is really not good. They lost. They lost.
Wade Taylor. I want to see Wade Taylor do big things.
Honestly, I can't remember because the Georgia basketball season after that Alabama game's just wiped out of my head. But I'm pretty sure we kept it competitive with Ole Miss. I think we beat them once, but yeah, A&M's gonna beat them for sure. A&M's actually a good team.
They've got Ole Miss has a good foundation, but like I don't know.
I don't think Ole Miss is good enough to win that game. Chris Beard chose the wrong idea coming to coach in the SEC.
There's so many good teams in this conference.
I think the problem is Ole Miss just chose the wrong year to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Georgia, Florida. This is where my UGA run ends. This is where my UGA fandom ends for the rest of the season. We're gonna lose to Florida.
Yeah, I got Florida. Zion Pullen, Walter Clayton, all Tyree Samuel. That team is really, really, really good.
I believe it's like top 10 among Big Six, like Power Six offenses.
Yeah,
the
they have an
Florida's
amazing.
really good.
I mean, that's why they were
Ty
able to
Golden
keep
did
it
an
close with
amazing
Bama and
job.
beat Bama. That's where they were able to beat Bama and almost beat Bama in Tuscaloosa because of their offense. They just outplayed Bama both times.
It's Tuscaloosa, buddy, not Tuscaloosa.
I'm gonna call it whatever the heck I want.
No, you're not. Get it right.
Tuscaloosa.
No.
I'm kidding.
right.
I'll just call it Titletown because you own our football team. It's okay.
Yeah, I do. I just call it T-Town.
Do we got Mississippi State, Tennessee?
I got Tennessee. I don't think.
I got Tennessee for sure.
I don't think
I mean,
Tennessee's going
you
to
guys
do
know
it.
how high I am on Tennessee this year. They're my new Marquette. So
Yeah, I
remember Marquette from last year. Oh,
I
my.
just don't think Mississippi State can keep it competitive enough.
Marcus, that brings back some funny memories.
yeah. So Arkansas versus Auburn. This is where Arkansas's little run ends. Auburn's a great team. Give me Auburn.
Yeah, I got Auburn as well. I hate
Auburn.
to do it. I
I
absolutely
like
hate
Junie
to
Brew.
do it. But Janai Broom's really good. But guess who's not good? Katie Johnson. Katie Johnson's a bum. Katie Johnson is dog shit. And I will stand on that for the rest of my life because Katie Johnson's dog shit. He's not good. He fouls a lot, even though he thinks he plays great defense. He does not. Their only good players are Janai Broom, Jalen Williams, and Aiden Holloway. And I think that'll be enough to boost Auburn over Arkansas. But I think it'll be close because Arkansas lately, if they make it that far, that means they're going to be hot and they could maybe upset Auburn. I just don't see it.
Yeah. All right. The next one. I'm literally just taking this just to. I do believe Kentucky will win this game. I'm just gonna show this to my history teacher to get him upset. I'm giving Texas A&M to win the quarterfinals.
I'm a huge fan of this Kentucky team. Give me Kentucky.
Here's the thing: I want to take Kentucky so bad, but I just don't think Cal cares enough about this tournament to win.
Don't.
I just don't think Calipari cares about the SEC tournament that much.
Wow.
I really don't think he cares that
That's
much.
shocking.
He cares more about March Madness than he does the SEC tournament.
Yeah,
and I think
for sure.
They have. You think they get left out in the quarters?
they could. It's happened, and it's happened with teams before. And Texas A&M is a dangerous team. I mean,
And
Wade
Texas A&M
Taylor's
is
going to
always
do something.
dangerous. Texas A&M is always dangerous in the SEC tournament.
The amount of
I mean,
guard
they went
talent
to-
that
they went-
Kentucky have, I think, is enough to defend Wade Taylor and that team.
just Wade Taylor, but also Texas A&M has made the SEC championship the past 2 seasons.
Exactly.
Last year when they were the 2, and the year before when they were the 9 or something, the 10. But still, I just don't know how Cal's going to do. I don't think he cares enough to win this game.
I'm sorry, I just don't see that Kentucky team losing.
And I think this is where Texas A&M solidifies its spot in the tournament.
I agree, for sure. All right, Jack. It's time for you to go at me. Give me the Gators, baby.
I'm assuming I should stay on the side for this.
I think here's the thing with Florida. I get they're good, but here's the thing. It's Florida athletics. They always do this. They get so much hype in the regular season, all this stuff. And then when postseason play comes around, they choke. And Florida basketball's not the greatest. And I think Alabama's back to full strength. They have Latrell Wrightsell back, who won us the game against Arkansas. Mark Sears is still being Mark Sears. He's an absolute beast. Aaron Estrada's really good. Down low, Nick Pringle's been solid. I'll take it from him. I mean, next year we got Aiden Terrell coming in, who's an absolute beast. But this team is good enough to beat Florida. They did it at home against Florida. They didn't. The thing is, they played good against Tennessee. They just not good enough, and I hate it. I mean, they were so close, but the team morale just something happened, and they didn't bounce back against Florida. And I think this team does get the revenge on Florida though, because Florida was very, very mockery. I guess I don't know. I don't know how to say. I guess they were very annoying about the win over us the second time. So you guys are gonna be hungry, and watch out for Davin Cosby in the tournament. Davin Cosby Jr. is number 4. He's absolutely insane as of recent. And I think
Oh, no,
games,
yeah, I've seen him play. He's been amazing for Bama.
He could make a difference in this game. I think Bama wins, but it won't be a blowout.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to say this about Alabama. I get this as regular season play, but in the past recent month, they haven't won they haven't been that team when it matters most. They lost to Kentucky. I get that was at Rupp, but they still lost to Kentucky in a blowout. They lost to Tennessee They had just recently lost to Florida. They nearly lost to Arkansas, and they nearly lost to Florida again, and in Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa. So
Yeah.
Sam, who you
I'm
taking?
still taking Bama. I have
it's
to.
okay.
Mark
I
Sears.
understand. I
Too dominant.
am taking Bama.
All right, Tennessee, Auburn.
Tennessee, Auburn. Give me Tennessee. No hesitation. You
Tennessee,
guys know how high I am
yes.
on this team. Give me Tennessee in the chip. No hesitation.
I agree.
One bit.
I completely agree. Auburn's good, but look what happened when they went to. I mean, they were competitive against Tennessee and Knoxville, but I don't know how you're going to be able to do. Connect is probably going to be better again because Grant. Well, it might be a little worse, but he did score 39 against Auburn, and if that happened against Auburn, that kind of just shows something that Auburn just cannot defend Connect well enough to where they can win that. And I just don't think Auburn's going to keep it that close. Tennessee's defense is just going to overwhelm them. I got Tennessee in the championship.
Yeah. Samuel, did you pick?
Marcus, I'm gonna keep going with you on Tennessee up until a certain point. I'm not sure when that point is, but I will say this is way more reasonable your pick than Marquette. So
All right.
we'll see.
I honestly I wouldn't pick Tennessee to win the chip right now, like the national championship. Like if I couldn't pick a mid major, I would pick them. But right now, I think it's a mid major.
What?
All right, I just can't think of.
Did you say you think it's a mid major?
Yeah.
No, not. Mid majors never won the tournament because they always had these runs.
Did you say a mid major is gonna win the chip?
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, you might not say that. You might not count this as a mid major, but I think Zaga's actually going to win the chip.
Okay, well,
that's fair.
That's the exception.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to keep
someone like from the Sun Belt.
I'm thinking of I was thinking of between Zaga and Utah State.
Someone from the
Mountain West.
Yeah,
but
I'm taking.
When's the last time Zaga wasn't the best mid major team though?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's been a bit.
It would be funny though if this is the year of all years that Gonzaga somehow wins a tournament.
It would. It really would. Yeah, Avi's going crazy at me. All right, our last long one's going to be the Big Ten, and then we're just going to rush through Big East and Pac-12.
Okay.
And Big 12. No offense to those conferences, just time purposes, because we still got to get our hot takes in. All right, Alabama versus who did we say? Texas A&M. I'm personally taking Texas A&M to win this game. Give me them to go into the SEC chip 3 straight years in a row. They know how to do it. So, yeah, give me Texas A&M over Bama.
Yeah,
but
you got to realize they lost by 25 to Alabama when they played. They let up 100 points to Alabama, but only scoring 75.
It's a fair point. Alabama does have the best offense in the country.
I think the best offense we've ever seen in the Ken Palm
era. Alabama just got, like you said, the best offense in the Ken Palm era. That offense is unstoppable. Putting up 90 points a game.
They know how to beat Texas A&M. Nate Oates knows how to beat Buzz Williams. He's done it before. He'll do it again. I think Nate Oates goes to the championship. I like Alabama.
Also, I just want to mention, Texas A&M turns the ball over 9.7 times per game, which is 20, I believe, somewhere like top 20, I want to say, among Power 6 teams.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not especially against a high-powered offensive team. You cannot turn the ball over because their defense is not that good. Consistently turning the ball over.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I read that wrong. That's actually good, that amount. Or top 20, best.
Oh, okay. Well,
my bad. I misread that.
Either way though, if they do turn the ball over, it's not going to be good because there are teams like Alabama.
It depends on will they be able to keep that up? If they're good at not turning it over.
Yeah. All right. For the championship, I don't know what's coming up there. For a championship, no hesitation. Give me Tennessee. What about you guys?
Okay, you know what? You're gonna hate me. You're gonna call me biased. I don't care. I think Bama wins this game. They were close in Tuscaloosa. If they did not have Latrell Wrightsell that game, if they had him, we'd have the regular season championship right now. And I think Wrightsell will be back. This team's going to be hot playing those games, playing the two previous games. I think they beat Tennessee. I think they get revenge. They're going to be pissed as hell that they lost the last game. And I think they beat Tennessee.
I don't know. I just
also
feel like
don't trust Tennessee.
But Tennessee can beat any team in the SEC other
Yeah.
than Kentucky, in my opinion. But I feel like Tennessee's
They could
just
beat Kentucky.
furious.
They-
They're
And
furious
Tennessee-
right now that they lost to Kentucky at home. So,
Tennessee is so upperclassmen built. That team, so many seniors, and mainly seniors and juniors.
Bama is too. Bama has a lot of experienced guys too.
But I mean, the guys that do have the experience on Tennessee are really stepping up for them as a plate.
Yeah.
But I get where you're coming from with Bama. It's a lot of seniors there too.
And it's also hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
yeah. Sure.
And I also think they come out with revenge and want.
But I think you beat.
I see where you're coming from though. That is.
I think you're going to beat a team 3 times in one season in college basketball. That's the only sport where it's done. That's what college
We
basketball.
move on to Big
That's
Ten.
fair.
So
All right,
far
Big
we have Tennessee, and from the ACC we had UNC.
See both one seeds. But
Yeah, we're really good at
Alabama.
we're really good at making hot takes. So yeah.
So people are not going to be happy with this one, but it's going to be.
I mean, my championships have been hot takes, but you guys go against it.
It's annoying how the three ones are doing. It's going to be the one seed.
So time for Rutgers to win the Big Ten or Ohio State. Whichever one.
Okay, let me find this bracket.
It's going.
All right, wait, are we gonna add Avi?
One second.
Oh yeah, you got to add Avi.
Wait, what
Oh, yeah,
team is? What's Avi's team?
Virginia.
UVA.
Virginia. Oh, okay.
But he likes Northwestern too.
Okay, Northwestern. Cool.
And then he likes Illinois State too, but irrelevant, of course. Nobody cares about Johnny Himzinger. All right.
He's the GOAT.
No, he's not.
He's not
Okay.
the GOAT.
Rutgers, Maryland. Just for Scott Studikoff purposes, give me Maryland.
No, Rutgers.
I don't know.
They gotta show at least some point of validity before
Kevin
Dylan
Willard-
Harper and Ace Bailey come in.
Kevin Willard has completely lost this team. Rutgers. Kevin Willard has lost this team, and it is not good. I would see Maryland win because it makes for a better matchup against whoever they play. But still, I just don't think.
I don't know. It's just always hard.
Yeah.
Always hard to pick against Maryland in the Big Ten tournament because they're a tricky team when it comes to the Big Ten tournament.
The big concern for Rutgers is they don't have a good offense at all.
Yeah.
And their free throw percentage is 66%.
Okay, I'm gonna
Which
change
loses
get
the Big Ten
Kevin-
tournament for you.
Kevin Willard, I guess.
Okay, but it can win you. But we can still win one game.
I think Kevin Willard will be decent. Will be enough for Maryland to win.
So did I just convince you to not pick Rutgers?
Yeah.
Well, both teams stink. So.
Rutgers is just terrible though.
Just give me Maryland based off they have Jameer Young, who's actually
they do have
a really,
some
really good player. But
is Julian Reese gonna be back or no?
No, Juju Reese left. I don't know where the hell he went though. He's not in the NBA. All right.
Wait, what?
Michigan, Penn State.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say about Rutgers is it's just I don't know. I don't know. I just gotta take Maryland. Either way, yeah, Michigan, Penn State. My bad. I got off track. I'm gonna take Penn State. I just think Michigan's a really bad team outside of that one Ohio State game. So yeah.
Hey, no. We're not gonna talk about it.
Sorry, this is quick. This is just quick NFL news. Buccaneers are trading Carlton Davis, the third and 2 draft picks to the Lions for 2024 third-round pick.
That's not shocking. The Lions need to sharpen up their defense.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'll grab them.
All right. So give me Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah, I got Penn State. Michigan's
Penn
absolutely
State,
terrible.
Penn State.
That's one of the worst teams I've seen in a
I
minute.
just don't understand how Juwan Howard hasn't been fired yet.
Me neither. Or
Well,
how
that's
he
one of
just
the worst
has,
teams I've seen in about 10 minutes since Missouri.
or just how he hasn't parted ways in general with Michigan.
Yeah,
Especially,
I just don't get it.
especially
I mean,
after that punch he threw last year.
yeah, he's done nothing in the tournament. Yes, he went to the Sweet 16. He got carried by Hunter Dickinson. Hunter Dickinson absolutely carried that team.
Yeah, the most impressive thing Juwan Howard has
Hunter
done.
Dickinson might go win a chip
The
now.
most impressive thing Juwan Howard has done in any recent tournament is either beat my Loyola Ramblers or B, make it to the Big Ten championship against MSU.
All right, who we got next?
Michigan State versus Minnesota.
Wait, did we miss?
Okay.
Did we miss the first round game?
No,
Oh, I thought we did.
there's
Okay.
only two
No,
first
we
rounders.
didn't.
Okay. All right. I hate this saying so much because I hate this team so much. Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota, baby. Give me the home team advantage. I don't care about January, February, Izzo, any of that crap. Give me Minnesota to win this game.
So hold up. I'm not too familiar with this topic, but I just want to make sure. Wait, is Michigan State what's their tournament wise resume right now?
They're
Are
always
they in
they're
or
all
no?
they're one of the heart and souls of the Big Ten. So a lot of people are gonna pick them to win this game, but I'm
So
solely
wait,
picking
no,
Minnesota.
for March Madness, are they likely to get in?
No, they gotta do great in this tournament. They gotta be
Okay.
great.
Well, Tyson Walker's in his senior year. Then I'm taking Michigan State.
Yeah, I don't care.
He's got to show out.
I just think Minnesota's
I
gonna
don't trust
they
Michigan
travel
State.
well. They're gonna travel so well to the point where those fans are gonna get in Michigan State's head and they're gonna win.
Oh, it is in Minnesota.
I mean, Minnesota,
Okay.
a tournament's basically it's practically where they play. And their campus is in Minneapolis, so it's not a far drive at all to them to travel.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying they'll win, because they're gonna travel well to the point where they'll win.
It's a pretty early morning game, 11 a.m.
Doesn't matter.
Well, that's what happens when you don't be good and you don't do good. You don't get the night slot.
Yep.
All right, next game.
Wait, what team does Fred Hoiberg coach again in college basketball?
Nebraska.
Okay.
All right, Avi, who you taking?
All right,
In Minnesota, Michigan State.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably Minnesota. Mainly because the Big Ten tournament this year is at their home court, and that fan base is gonna be pumped up. And
Well, you can go.
And also, Michigan State. I mean, I know they have Izzo. I mean, they've been really, really underwhelming this year. I mean, they were preseason number 4. And
yeah.
Now they're a 14, 15 loss team.
I just don't. What happened to them?
They can't score.
They can't score. Yeah, that's the problem.
Other than Tyson Walker, they don't have anybody.
But if it's a must-win game,
I mean, I will say
someone with a resume like Tyson Walker,
they should have won that Ohio. They should have won that Ohio State game, but they just bombed out.
Yup.
All I will say is that
I'm saying in the Big Ten tournament,
the only way they can win that game is because they have Izzo. So.
All right, Wisconsin versus Maryland. Okay, this is actually kind of difficult because I'm not high on Wisconsin one bit.
Let's go.
In general, they're still a good team, so I'm gonna have to pick Wisconsin.
Yeah, I got Wisconsin too.
I really like AJ Storr's game. I think he's a really good player.
Yeah, give me a Wisconsin mainly because
Wisconsin. They look like a team that can come alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went on that really, really bad stretch of losing 8.
They are 3-7 in the last 10. I just want to point that out. They are 3-7 in the last 10. Wisconsin.
Yeah, because that's been their bad stretch.
Yeah, they are coming off a bad stretch, but
they're still a good team, and they were high highly ranked. They were like number
They were the
6 or
sixth-
something.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
was-
why were they ever ranked that high?
So because
No.
they played Purdue, they always rank teams high when it's a big matchup to entice viewership.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, that
and
win over Virginia was pretty.
Ohio State, Iowa,
and
Samuel.
the,
You're
and, the
not
Mar-
gonna,
and the Marquette win for Wisconsin.
Samuel, you're not gonna like this, but I'm going with Iowa because they just beat Northwestern, who's been a tricky team, but still, I do think Iowa's a good team. Ohio State, they don't really move me that much. They lost to the best team in the Big Ten. They're the 10 seed still, so yeah, give me Iowa for sure.
Well, they are on a 4-game win streak.
I do get that, but still,
Dominant wins.
I'm still gonna go with Iowa.
I'm going to Ohio State here. I'm doing it. I don't trust
Let's
Iowa.
go.
They're
Let's
not
go. Yes,
good.
sir. Bruce Thornton has been really
And
good this year for them.
Who's
Roddy
your interim
Gale
head- who's
stepping
your,
up.
who's your interim head coach?
Jake Diebler, who's been really good.
Exactly. The interim head coach. is
We've
gonna
been
win this game.
5-1 under Jake Diebler.
There we go. I'm taking the Buckeyes.
Oh,
This
5-1 under your new head coach. Well, interim, but still.
this Ohio State Iowa game could actually be like a very
Game-
very good game.
Game of the tournament.
It's probably not game of the tournament, but it's up there. I mean, these two teams are on the rise. I mean, I don't think Ohio State can make the tournament other than an automatic qualifier because I don't think other than that Purdue win, I don't know who they've beaten. That's all that good. But I mean, Iowa's on the rise. Like Marcus said, they just beat Northwestern. I don't know. I think this could be an interesting game, but give me Ohio State mainly because they've been looking really, really good under their interim head coach. So give me Ohio State to pull off the upset.
Ohio State made a run in the tournament last year too.
yeah, they did. Made it to the semis.
Yeah.
All right, Jack. I've pissed you off too much. I don't know if you're actually going to pick your team to win this, but I'm going with Indiana for sure to beat Penn State.
No. Yeah, we're beating
State's
Penn State.
remotely not as good as they were last year.
Mhm.
I still think Indiana's a really good team.
Yeah, Indiana's going to win, but Indiana is not that good this year.
No, it pisses me
It's
off.
just
how the
Mike.
fan base. It's not. It's not Woodson. It is not Woodson.
No,
It
no,
is-
I'm
the
not
fan
saying
base
he's
is terrible.
what?
You heard me. The fan base is very toxic, and that's why Liam McNeely left.
You do have the best fan base in Big Ten basketball, though.
The good side of the fan base is amazing, but there are some toxic fans that are horrible.
I guess you could say they're like the Eagles of the Big Ten basketball. But,
Don't start, Marcus.
but
Do not
still,
start.
I'm just saying, Potato Head Mike, his recruiting affairs with Indiana have not really been all that in the past 2 seasons.
Excuse me. He got Jalen Hood-Schifino and Monique Renew.
No,
All
I'm
right,
saying
I'm
after,
taking Indiana.
I'm saying after Jalen Hood-Schifino. What guard has he been
Oh.
able to?
Yeah, no one.
And
I'm
that's a
still going to
prestigious
Indiana.
school. I would love to go to Indiana if I'm a local player. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, all right. So we're going Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So okay, I'm going to all these games. Purdue versus we picked Minnesota,
Michigan.
right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Minnesota. But I would say Michigan State would probably
Well,
more like beat Purdue.
This is another case. I don't believe it for one singular second in real life, but this is my show and I can say whatever the hell I want. Give me Minnesota to beat Purdue.
I hate it, but I hate Purdue, but they're not going to lose any game in this tournament. Sadly, they're going to win again.
No, they're gonna win the tournament. I'm just saying it because this is my show and I can do whatever the hell I want.
Just for the hell of it, because we know Purdue's going to win. Let's make it fun. Minnesota Golden Gophers.
You know what? Let's go. I'll go Minnesota too.
Avi, don't ruin this.
43. It's 43.
I know. I'm just saying.
It doesn't really matter, so I'm just gonna say Minnesota because that's what everybody else said. But it
Let's
doesn't
go.
matter.
Minnesota sweeps.
Who's
Okay.
soft?
All right. Like if I'm putting money in my Big Ten bracket, which I will be later, I'm going Purdue, but okay. So we have Maryland or Wisconsin. I can't remember. No, we have Wisconsin.
We have Wisconsin.
Wisconsin versus North. This is the best game of the tournament so far, in my opinion. I would be absolutely hyped to see this game in real life. But
Oh, by the
me-
way,
you know what,
real quick, Marcus,
Avi,
real quick. Brian Burns' return just came in. It's a second and a fifth.
ooh,
There's-
that's just. That's kind of a W for Carolina.
Chidobe Awuzie agrees to terms with Titans.
It depends
Deal.
like which second
Hey,
it
on a
is. I
three-year
guess.
deal, Jack.
Mhm.
All right,
Well,
Avi.
he was 5 years, 150 with New York. By the way.
Avi, I'm gonna piss you off right here, and I'm gonna go pro Benson. Give me Wisconsin to win this.
Look,
I don't see it. I got
Northwestern is really banged up right now. I mean, Ty Berry tore his meniscus and he's out for the year. I mean, Matt Nicholson. I mean, I think he has like a foot injury. I don't know if he's gonna be ready for the tournament, but they said he was gonna be reevaluated this week. So I still think Northwestern has enough firepower to beat this Wisconsin team, mainly because they have one of the best point guards in the country, and one of the best shooters in the country. He has the best 3-point shooting percentage in the Big Ten at like 49% in Boo Buie. They also have a very, very experienced guard in Ryan Langborg. I mean, Brooks Barnheiser is a great rebounder and has a great mid game.
I mean, we know Jack's thoughts on Boo Buie, so.
Oh, I hate that motherfucker with a passion.
Yeah, but he's good, Jack. So you know.
Yeah, I know, but he's a push-off merchant.
Their bench has also been stepping up. I mean, next man up, and their bench has been stepping up. I mean, like a guy like Blake Smith, he's playing with tons of hustle and heart out there because he just got his finally chance.
I don't trust Wisconsin enough to win this game. They're not that good.
I just don't. Boo Buie, like Boo Buie, ever since like Barry's been out, he's been getting like 20 points a game each night. So I think Northwestern's good enough to beat Wisconsin even without Barry and Nicholson.
All right, saying what you got.
I would still go with Northwestern here.
Oh, all right. 3-1.
Okay.
Western. Move on.
All right. Wait, Sam picked Northwestern too?
I picked Northwestern, yes.
Okay, all right. Illinois versus Iowa. Illinois.
No, didn't we have?
I actually don't know. Illinois choked so much to the point where I legitimately can't trust them against a team. I said I don't know if they can beat Ohio State. So I'm going to go Iowa for the heck's sake of it. I seriously am going to go Iowa. I just can't trust Illinois. They always choke in March under Brad Underwood.
I'm going Iowa as well.
Especially in the Big Ten tournament.
You're not trusting Terrence Shannon Jr.
I'm not trusting Brad Underwood. That's who I'm not trusting.
Okay.
I'm not trusting Brad Underwood either. He's not that good of a coach.
I'm still going to run with the Illini, but I understand the Iowa take.
Avi, down to you.
Give me. What was the game? Iowa, Illinois.
Yeah.
Give me Iowa because Brad Underwood is a choker. I mean, like when they had that one seed like 3 years ago against it, and they had to play Loyola, they choked in the tournament, and that was their best shot to get back to the Final Four. So Brad Underwood does not have good success in March, even in the Big Ten tournament. So give me Iowa to win that game.
All right. Nebraska versus Indiana. I'm going to go with Nebraska for sure. I think Nebraska could be a serious sleeper to win the Big Ten this year. They are a very good team. I get all three of us, between me, Jack, and Avi, have a burning, hating passion for Fred Hoiberg because he's just such a terrible coach, but especially for our Chicago Bulls. But I'm still going to take Nebraska to win this.
On
They're just
paper,
this year.
you look at that Nebraska team, it doesn't really look the part to begin with. When you look at it, it's like it's got some good depth there. That's what's going to push them like over the mark. If they can have that depth, everything's clicking, and it gets them over the hump in these games. Honestly, Nebraska does get it done.
You guys are not gonna like me for this. Fuck it. Give me the Hoosiers.
I was close to picking the Hoosiers.
5 in a row. They're playing their best basketball at the right time. I just don't think Fred Hoiberg is that good of a coach.
You know what?
Give me Indiana. If Casey Tomonaga's not making his shots, they're fucked. So give me Indiana. Avi? Avi, you're up.
Avi.
Avi.
Oh, he said right back.
Yeah, okay, I'm here. What's up? What game? Nebraska, Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
Give me Nebraska, mainly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They have...
Avi, Indiana has won 5 in a row. And
Nebraska's good. I mean, I don't know. This Indiana team's like, I mean, they do have a good inside presence in Kel Ware, or I don't know.
Kel Ware and Malik Renew.
I mean,
here's the thing. Third time's a charm. 1, Nebraska did sweep the series. And 2, Fred Hoiberg's not a good coach. If Tomonaga's not making his shots, they might lose. And it's happened before. Indiana's hot right now. I think they ride this momentum. I think they beat Nebraska.
Okay. Jack, try not to be biased. Challenge impossible.
No. I'm not. I did ask you. If this team did not win 5 in a row, I would not pick them. But they're playing really good right now. I think they have enough to beat Nebraska.
I'm just kidding around, Jack. But
right, whatever. Give me Indiana. I don't know.
Okay, so we're going Indiana now?
Just for the hell of it.
Okay, fine. We all hate Fred Hoiberg anyways. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota versus Northwestern. This is we got to stop playing fairy tale at some point. Give me Northwestern.
Yeah, give me Northwestern.
Northwestern. I just don't think Minnesota's good enough to do that.
Big Ten is starting to look more and more weird as a conference to me as we're doing this.
All right, Iowa versus Indiana. I'm going to take Indiana.
Like way more interesting.
I'm thinking Indiana as well. I just don't trust Iowa.
I can't trust Iowa. I know Iowa did it in 2022 where they went this far, but in the general, I just don't trust them to go this far.
I'll take Nebraska.
No, we didn't pick Nebraska. We picked Indiana.
Oh, we did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give me Indiana to beat Iowa.
I'll still take Indiana though. I thought everyone picked. Oh. I thought everyone picked Nebraska. Oh, my bad.
We did Indiana for the hell of it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was close to picking Indiana. No, but I'm picking Indiana here.
All right, so we're picking championship. Northwestern versus Indiana. I would put a $1,000 bet if you told me this would be the championship. Before at the start of the season, if you told me this would be the championship of the Big Ten, I would have laughed straight in your face. But here we go. Just give me Northwestern, I guess. I don't even think they're going to win the quarterfinals, but okay. Just give me Northwestern at this point. I just can't pick Indiana to win the Big Ten championship. I just can't. Nothing in my willpower allows me to pick Indiana.
It's so tough because, Northwestern is not that much better than Indiana. Indiana's playing really good right now.
No, I know you're right, but...
Fuck it. Because Northwestern does not know how to get it done in March.
Indiana.
Give me the Hoosiers.
Indiana's 4th game in 4 days.
Give me the Hoosiers. I'm not even trying to be biased here. I just think they match up well enough against
Avi,
Northwestern.
look at what I sent. Avi, look what I'm sending you on Snap.
Yeah, but no, give me Northwestern.
All right.
All right.
let's do the other two quickly because I gotta go. I'll
Yeah,
just give
same
you
here.
mine, and then
Okay. No,
I'll
we gotta.
just give you
I
mine.
gotta go too. All right.
Are you
Big
doing championship picks?
East Tournament 2024 bracket.
All right.
You, you
I gotta go, Marquise. Send me
Yeah.
back to the.
Avi, just tell me who.
Wait, so who do we even pick?
Huh?
I'm just taking UConn and Arizona to win their
No, to
conference
win the
tournament.
chip. Who do we pick?
Oh, Houston.
Oh, no, the Big Ten.
Oh, Big Ten. Oh.
We picked Northwestern.
Okay. I picked Northwestern. I was just making sure.
Okay. All right. So you're picking UConn, Houston, and who else? Arizona.
I would take here.
Jack.
So I'm gonna do. I guess I'll just go through it quickly.
I'm saying
Butler beats Xavier. Providence beats Georgetown. Villanova beats DePaul. Do they do like highest to lowest rating seed or some shit, or they just go based off where they're at?
I genuinely, I don't know. I think
there
they
might
just.
be some crazy bias, but I'm going.
I think
UConn.
8-9 plays the 1. I think 7-10 plays 2, and 6-11 plays 3.
Okay. UConn's gonna demolish Butler. Fuck it. Give me Rick Pitino. He knows how to coach in March. He does. Give me St. John's.
Okay.
Creighton, Villanova. Give me Creighton. Villanova's not that good. Cal Neptune needs to be fired. And Marquette. Oh, no. Creighton, Providence. Give me Creighton still. Marquette, Villanova, Marquette. UConn, St. John's. UConn, Creighton, Marquette. Depends. Is Iguodaro and Kulik going to be back by then?
That's
If
the
so,
thing.
I'm taking. I'm just gonna say I don't know. Even if they are, they might not be the same. Give me the Creighton Blue Jays, but they're still gonna follow UConn because UConn's gonna want massive revenge.
Okay, and then Pac-12 Arizona versus Houston.
Wait, hold on.
Houston.
Wait, can I make my pick?
I got Arizona versus Washington State. I got Arizona winning that. Big 12, I got Houston, Iowa State. Give me Houston, but I think Iowa State could definitely make that a very, very, very close game.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Jack.
No problem.
All right. See ya.
It's a pleasure
All right,
talking to you. See you.
See you, Jack. All right, should I
Okay.
give my pick real quick?
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
just
we
gonna-
got. I'm gonna go with mine first. Here. All right. Give me Butler. Then give me.
I'm just gonna say my finals. That's it.
Okay.
Big East.
All right. What's your finals?
I'm gonna say UConn beats Nova. I'm just saying this because I think I really want to see this Nova team in March Madness. It's full of upperclassmen. This is a really good opportunity to win it with this core that we have. And I think they need to get to the final to win it. So I'm gonna say UConn over Nova. What about you?
All right. Butler beats Xavier. Providence beats Georgetown. Actually, no. Georgetown beats Providence. That loss from Providence is going to kill them. Villanova destroys, demolishes DePaul. All right. UConn destroys Butler.
Yeah.
St. John's, I'm taking them over St. Paul because Patino knows how to do it. Creighton, whoever they beat between Providence or Georgetown, it could go 50-50. Give me them over Georgetown. All right. Marquette, give me them over Villanova.
Nope.
UConn, give me them over St. John's. Creighton, give me them over Marquette. Creighton, give me them over UConn. Give me Creighton as my champion.
Okay. Where would Creighton be in the seeding if they did that?
What?
Where would you say Creighton would be in the March Madness seeding if they did that?
Well, they have to be at least a 5 seed.
I think they're already at least a 5 seed.
Well, it depends.
Is that like
They have to be. I think they would be.
I
3
think they're top 20.
I think they're a 3 seed if they win.
Creighton should definitely be top 20 right now.
If they win the Big East, they're
All right.
and Iguodaro and Kulik play. Give me Creighton as a 3 seed. Honestly, I just don't want to be risky.
I love this Big 12 conference. There's so many good teams.
12 men's
Oh, we're doing
basketball.
Pac-12 first? Okay.
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
12 for last makes sense. I don't know. It could go either way here.
I'm getting to the bracket. 1 second. All right, we got the bracket.
It seems like there's not that many enticing teams here, but at the same time, there's a ton of enticing teams in this conference.
In what, the
Could we-
Pac-12?
Yeah. It could
Okay,
go
number nine USC. Give me them to win. Actually, this is shocking, but give me them to win. UCLA. I'm gonna obviously take them over Oregon State. Stanford. I'm gonna take over California. Actually, Utah. No, I'm going with Nick Bears College. Arizona State over Utah. Give
Yeah.
me Arizona over USC, no doubter. I get they lost to them, but still give me Arizona over USC. Give me give me UCLA over Oregon. They know how to do it. Give me Washington State over Stanford for sure. Give me Arizona State over Colorado. We're the pro Nick Bear team here, as Robert Crable once said in different
Nice.
wording. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go. Arizona over UCLA, Washington State over Arizona State easily. Washington State beats Arizona. Wazoo is your Pac-12 champion.
Wazoo. Okay. This is so tough. I'm gonna go USC beats Washington. UCLA wins. Cal beats Stanford. And I'll take Utah over it. No, I'll take ASU over Utah. I'll go the same route as you. Arizona over USC. Oregon over UCLA over Oregon. Wazoo over Cal. Barely Colorado over ASU. Okay, so I'm gonna take Arizona over UCLA. Give me Colorado, and Arizona beats Colorado. All right. Big 12? Marcus?
Give me a second.
Okay.
All right, ready. Okay, Big 12 basketball.
This is the best conference. I feel like we should have done this as one of the longer ones.
This is the best conference, but it's okay.
Wait, what do you think is the best?
I said this is the best conference.
Yeah. So many home teams in this.
Yeah.
Hard to choose. All right, I would say
Wait.
there has to only be 6 teams in contention. It feels like there's a ton more. I mean, legitimately, how many teams could make the tournament from this conference?
1 second. I gotta find the bracket.
I mean, they have
This is the hardest bracket.
yeah. They have
Go to-
9 20-win teams. That is insane.
They have 9 what?
9
can't find
20-win
bracket.
teams.
For some reason, I just can't find the bracket. 1 second.
That is wild, though.
It's not letting me go to the bracket. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not letting me go to the bracket. All right, Samuel, we're gonna take a quick 1-minute break. I'm gonna try and find the bracket.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
Okay.
I'm struggling to find a bracket, so I'll just pull it up on my phone.
Okay, cool. And you want to just go through each matchup, or we'll quickly give our pick?
What?
You want to just go through each matchup and we quickly give our pick?
Yeah, one sec. Let me just. All right. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
I heard younger brother in the background.
Yeah. Okay. All right. First game is UCF versus Oklahoma State. I'm gonna take UCF.
I'll take UCF as well.
All right. Cincinnati versus West Virginia. Give me.
Let's see.
This is kind of crazy, but give me West Virginia just for the fun of
Okay.
it.
I'll take
Okay.
Cincinnati.
TCU versus Oklahoma. Give me Oklahoma. BYU. Give me them over UCF. Kansas State
Oh, yeah. I'll do the
Kansas
same
State.
thing.
I'm gonna take Kansas State over, or no, I'm gonna take Texas over Kansas State. I'm gonna
Wait, who? Texas?
Texas over Kansas State. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Kansas over West Virginia, but I think Kansas is gonna get absolutely slapped in their next game.
I'm down with the Kansas.
I'm gonna take Texas Tech versus BYU. Give me BYU.
I'm taking Texas Tech. Barely. You there? Marcus? Hold on. I guess I'll just wrap up my predictions. Wait, I don't even know the matchups. I'm pretty sure it's Baylor Kansas. I would barely take Baylor over Kansas.
Wait, was I muted this whole time?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I had UCF over Oklahoma State. I had Cincinnati over West.
No. We heard that.
Oh, okay.
The last pick we heard was Texas Tech BYU.
Okay.
I would take Texas Tech in that.
I'm taking Houston over.
Fair.
I'm taking Houston over Oklahoma, even though the last time they played it was a buzzer beater. Still taking Houston.
Also, Eckler just signed with the Commanders.
What?
Eckler just signed with the Commanders.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Give me Texas over Iowa State. Hot take. Give me Baylor.
Nah.
Baylor's gonna beat the living crap out of Kansas. Give me Houston over BYU. Give me Baylor over Texas, and give me Houston to win the Big 12 championship.
Do you really just not like Iowa State?
No, they're a good team. I just think they're gonna lose because a good team always loses.
What about Kansas? You not like them?
They are horrible. They are terrible. They are not a good team, and they shouldn't even make.
I would have Houston beat Iowa State. As basic as it sounds, I would still have that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Lastly, I'm gonna drop my hot take. Tennessee right now, I think, should be the favorite to win the national championship. Dalton Connect, like I said, the best player in college basketball. If Zach Edey wasn't 7 feet, he wouldn't be the Naismith back to back. It's Dalton Connect. He is easily the best player in college basketball. He can score more than Edey when he's hot. He's gave this Tennessee team an identity on offense. He doesn't need a team to carry around him. I think Rick Barnes and Matt Payne are at the same level as a head coach. Dalton Connect, he's a solid defensive player too, and he will be better in the NBA than Zach Edey. So yeah, I get you don't want to you don't trust Rick Barnes after his fallouts with Kevin Durant in Texas, but I'm still taking Rick Barnes and this Tennessee team to be the favorite right now. I get they lost to Kentucky, but that is an SEC game. That's just SEC pure basketball for you. But give me Tennessee to be the favorite right now. I mean, Houston, I get they look dangerous, but I trust Rick Barnes more than Kelvin Sampson. That's just me. UConn, they're in the ins and outs, and like I said, Purdue's not good. So yeah,
I'll drop a take too. I'll say Iowa State does not make it to the Sweet 16.
Sounds good.
I'll say they get upset pretty early.
Okay.
I don't have much proof behind this because I kind of just had to come up with one. but I know they are a really good basketball team at home, and in March Madness, you rarely play at home at all unless for a lucky occurrence. So I'll take Iowa State to
All right.
the first 2 rounds.
Okay, that's going to do it for the CarolinaCast podcast. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. This was our longest podcast, I think, ever. I think
Thank you,
we've had
guys.
so far an hour and 25 minutes. Really good session here. We made a special edition for you guys. And make sure to look out for some broadcasts coming up this week, potentially the ACC tournament. And I can guarantee you we are doing Selection Sunday. It's going to be a fun
I'm
rest
so
of
excited
March,
for that.
guys. We are going to be covering a lot of college basketball. We're going to be doing some rebranding. The founder and owner of our channel, Chris Verma, he's got a lot of stuff planned for you guys, and I do too. So we'll see you
I'm
guys
so
later, and
excited.
potentially see the return of Matthew Sadek sometime soon. So we'll see you guys later on the Carolina Cast. Adios.